Hello, I'm David from CM Refrigeration. Today, I'm going to introduce you CM28 series refrigerant filling machine. As you can see, this machine is specially designed for filling refrigerant from ISO tank or tank tank to small cylinders. Okay, let's check the operation panel first. The entire machine was controlled by Siemens touch screen, and you can set the filling quantity on the screen. The below button is filling switch. Once you push the button, the entire system will be start filling process. And our machine has 3 stations, so as you can see there are 3 filling switch. And below the connector is for connecting cylinders. So there are 3 filling connectors. The right one is emergency stop button. Once you have any accident, you can push the emergency button and the entire system will be stopped working. And this is a vacuum gauge. And this is a liquid pump outlet pressure gauge. And this is the inlet pressure gauge. The below button is for vacuum switch. And there are also 3 vacuum connections for the 3 cylinders. These 3 panels is for connecting with the power source of the electronic scale. And this is signal wires for transfer the information from the electronic scale to the Siemens PLC screens. It's quick adapters, and this adapter is for tank tank, and these adapters is for small cylinders. So when you connect the cylinders with the machine, you need to connect these holes with adapters. And on this side, you need to connect it with the machine filling connector. And this one is for connected with small cylinders. So we need to pull this quick adapter. Then push this side. And connect this thread with the cylinders. Let's do one more. This flexible hose is come with our machine. So when you connect the machine with your supply tank, you need to connect it with liquid force. And vapor force is forbidden to connect it with our machine. So on the other side, it will be connected with our machine's liquid supply connector. Okay. This is an air pressure regulator. When you connect it with your air compressor with the machine, you need a 12 millimeters flexible hose to connect it. And the air pressure that our machine requires is about 6 bar to 8 bar. And this the air pressure regulator can be adjusted. When you adjust it, you need to pull rod, then turn around it. On the right side is the electricity control box. After you connect the machine with your power source, you need to open the relay switch. Then the machine will be on the electricity. Due to there are a lot of air inside the pipeline system, so when you use it for the first time, you need to vacuum the entire pipe system. So you need to connect the pipeline for cylinder filling connection 1 with cylinder vacuum connection 1. And cylinder filling connection 2 with the cylinder vacuum connection 2. And cylinder filling connection 3 with cylinder vacuum connection 3. For the first time use, you need to discharge air from the machine pipeline system. So after you connect the flexible hose with your ISO tank with the machine, but do not open the liquid hose valve. At the same time, you need to open the liquid pipeline connector. After you connect the hose one by one, let's get into the touch screen. First, you need to choose your language. Then touch the below picture. Then touch the menu. Due to our machine already connected with the liquid tank and the liquid refrigerant already come into the machine, so I cannot real touch these screens, but I will show you the steps of the vacuum process. So first you need to switch on the vacuum pump, then switch on the number 1, number 2, and number 3 filling gun valve. Then switch on the number 1 filling valve, number 2 filling valve, and number 3 filling valve. After the vacuum process going on 10 minutes, you need to shut down the vacuum process. First, you need to switch off number 1, number 2, number 3 filling valves. Then number 1, number 2, number 3 filling gun valves. At last, switch off the vacuum pump. After the vacuum process is finished, you need to disassemble the cap lines. After you finish above operations, you need to install the electronic scale with the machine. First, let's connect the power source. Then connect the signal wires with the electronic scale and the machine. For switch on the electronic scale, you need to push this button for 5 seconds. Below is the vacuum operation for the cylinders. So first you need to connect the hose with the cylinder. After you connect the hose with the cylinder, let's set the vacuum degree. As you can see from the touch screen, this is a vacuum degree set, so you just need to touch it. Then set the vacuum degree. So after you set the vacuum degree, push the vacuum switch. Once the vacuum degree reaches to the target vacuum degree, the machine will be stopped running. after the vacuum process is finished, you need to disassembly the pipeline. So you can continue to vacuum other cylinders. Let's talk about the refrigerant filling process. First, you need to connect the machine with a cylinder. There is one thing you need to be cautious. It is every electronic scale was marked as 1, 2, 3. So every number must match with the machine connector. For example, this is a number 1 electronic scale, and it has to be matched with the number 1 cylinder filling connection. So number 2 electronic scale must match with number 2 cylinder filling connection, and number 3 cylinder filling connection must match with number 3 electronic scale. Now let's check the operation panel. The filling amount is set. This data is for set the refrigerant filling amount, and the 2 kilograms is data that we set last time, including the refrigerant filling quantity. So let's set 5 kilograms. The below data, as you can see, the current weight is a gross weight of the cylinder, and the noted refrigerant amount is actual refrigerant filling quantity. So after you set the filling amount, you just need to push the button. So once the filling quantity reaches to the target filling amount, the machine will be stopped running. Thanks for choosing CM refrigeration. In the future, if you have any problems about machine operation, please feel free to contact us.